Hey everybody, this is Alessandro, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna continue with the second part of this tutorial and we're gonna do the blocking plus. As for the last time guys, what we're gonna do is, I'm not gonna do any editing or cut, I'm just gonna go straight ahead really quickly and I wanna do this as fast as possible, right? Just as I mentioned before, it's just a quick test to see how things are going, right? And so before we start guys, last time we did all the main blocking and everything, but as you noticed at some point guys, I was switching between IK and FK between these two things, and the reason why is because the sword is parented to this object over here, and then I have to switch the parent to the hand. The problem is at the moment that the prop is kind of broken and doesn't let me do that successfully, right? So what I'm gonna do, I need to find the right moment to switch between IK and FK. And now that I'm analyzing this better, I think the best way to do it is between these two moments, because there is a big gap into the animation, right? So I think it's gonna be easier to do this switch. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna just make sure this one, I'm gonna push it one frame forward, right? And I wanna make sure also here everything else is, I select all the key exactly here and push them forward, right? And so what I wanna do is basically, actually I wanna do the switch a little bit early. So here actually I already wanna be in FK. And if I try to select this one, obviously, and I'm gonna go to FK, as you can see the arm is completely broken. So what I'm gonna do is using this machine, twin machine here, and I'm gonna do this one, right? And so what I'm trying to do now is to basically align the FK with the IK that I had before. In this case was this one, right? And you see the position is mostly there. It just I need to rotate this one maybe a little bit more, right? And analyzing what's going on, right? So maybe here a little bit more, pushing it, see if I need to go a little bit more behind. It looks like I'm almost there, right? So maybe just a little bit more here and here and here, okay? Okay, and then adjusting this position over here around this area, more or less. All right. And again, I'm gonna make sure that this is done properly. Okay. So maybe I can do a little bit of this, right? And then okay, maybe this one. We can slightly push even the clavicle a tiny bit if we have to, just to get the right match. Okay, see, it wasn't too bad, right? Almost there, I would say. Now the thing is, obviously, because we are switching this one at the moment, I can go and remove it, right? Actually, let me keep it here for this moment. And this one, which is, say, I'm gonna switch at some point, is gonna be over here, right? And it's gonna be aligned somehow with this other one, right? Okay, can push it a little bit more like this, right? It's perfect. And obviously the other one, this one now, here I can go and just take it out of the way, then I'm gonna remove the visibility and stuff like that, and so on, right? And as usual guys, very quickly I fix at the moment this problem, right? And now what I want to do, first of all, I'm gonna save, okay? But what I'm gonna do is start with actual blocking plus at the moment, all right? So let's gonna do as usual, little by little, step by step, as I always do, right? And let me make sure, guys, I'm in animation. What is it? Yep, I'm in step mode. Okay, all good. And so what I want to do, first of all, as you can see, there is a little of a compression here, right? around this area more or less, right? So what you're gonna notice is that the body, it goes a little bit behind, all right, as an anticipation, right? See, it's going a little bit here down, a little bit on the back, and is bending forward, all right? Okay, maybe I pushing back a little bit too much. It's more like going down, right? And the other things you want to take a look is that there is a bit of, let me see if I can do it with this one, the twist, not this one. This rig unfortunately doesn't let me do a lot of this kind of stuff. But here we can push it back, and so yeah, it does a little bit of a movement like this, all right? And same stuff over here, a bit of foot roll, so it go back. See, there is a bit of compression on this foot, right? We can also have a bit of compression on the hip. See, this is not something I notice in the reference, but normally if I'm going down, I want to push a little bit down the hip. And the other things is that, as you notice, the spine is actually rotating a little bit this direction, right? Just a tiny bit, but the head is not. It's gonna stay in place, right? So just adjust a little bit the head position, right? Now, when it comes to the sword, okay, I want to do this one and I'm pushing it a little bit here, and I want to have a bit of rotation this way. Okay. When this end, instead, what it's happening is that going up, okay, pushing up this direction, and slowly it's sliding back, all right, boom. And when this is happening, I want to actually continue to close those fingers a little bit, all right, just to have a bit of movement, all right. A little of this shoulder is going forward as well, right, boom. See, very little movement, all right, guys. And here I'm trying to look what is the next part I'm looking forward, right? So first of all, maybe here I want to move it to have just a bit more of frame. Right? I want to have like a key over here, more or less. And what I'm looking for, before setting the key, I want to see what's going on. See, there is a very little easy in, all right? See, it's moving forward. It's actually staying down a little bit, right? Moving forward, rotating a little bit this direction, all right? And this foot, you'll realize, actually moving a lot here. Boom. All right. No, I wouldn't say maybe a lot, but it's definitely, there is a bigger acceleration compared to the rest of it. Right. And here again, a little bit of, see, a little bit of movement here on this foot. And I would say now here the chest is opening up a little bit. Right. And again, I wanna, at this point, what's happening is that, see, this one over here, right? We want to make sure this is completely open. All right, boom. Let's take a look also in perspective what's going on. So maybe here, okay. This one, we're gonna make sure says push in this direction, opening the arm, sorry, the hand, right? And you'll notice that once it's doing that, the elbow is going up, because what's happening is that the elbow is kind of leaning the movement, right? Okay, so this one maybe in this case, specific case, I want to kind of reset, right? And maybe I need to adjust a little bit. Yes, it's going a little bit back with the spine as well, right? Preparing to open the shoulder, not open the shoulder, sorry, to open it to grab um, the sword, right? So this one is going to be a lot, really close. It's going to be, right? Right, and obviously what I want to do is reset all this. Very quickly. Okay, we can do this. We can group the finger. All right, guys. Maybe the thumb, we can open it a little bit more. Okay, we have to be careful about penetration and stuff like that. All right. See, very nice and appealing pose. That's what we're trying, more or less. And this one again, something like that. And also the head here is pushing this way, right? Boom. Okay, we're grabbing it here. Maybe here we can push it down a little bit, okay, to make it just a bit more organic, right? And then we're gonna start to do this one. Okay. Boom. Right. So now that this is done, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start to add the other in between. All right, guys. So normally, because at the beginning we are starting from a still pose, I rather, we have 5 frames, so I rather have like a key every 3 frames and doing a very little in between. Okay. So slow and accelerate, right? Slow and acceleration. Really slow here at the beginning. And same things over here. Boom. Again, same here. I want to have a little bit of a favoring more this side. All right. And say this, for example, this foot can move a little bit less. Right. The shoulder is opening. But this one, see, this is not very linear, this part. See, this one, it shouldn't move that much. Okay. Should be little, and then it accelerate here, the hand, right? And same things over here. Now you wanna very little, and you wanna maybe going up and adjusting rotation, right? So it's not that the tool is gonna do anything for you, mostly, right, guys? And this one, we're gonna adjust this part over here. See, even the head, right? We need to adjust this because we don't want him to move it that much, right? Same the shoulder. The shoulder, I really wanna keep it. Maybe even here a little bit of this, we can reduce it. Okay. And here, yes, is where the head is gonna tilt in this direction, all right? Make sure this is a nice going up. Okay, same things here now. save one more time. All right, again, here you see, here there is a still continue a bit of easy in, bit too much maybe, okay? Actually here, see, there is a problem. Before I do this thing, sorry, I'm gonna go back and notice a mistake very quickly. This should move a little bit, okay? Say this thing should move a little bit. Now I can go back here and do this one. See, maybe here you can move even less, right? And very, very little movement here. But we want to continue to bend it this way. And again, same here. See, not that much. Oops, wrong key. So see, it's moving this direction, but then it should continue to go here. It shouldn't go back. See, continue to go to this right direction, and then go here. So here is actually is continuing to go. Okay. And this is like an extreme moment here before we actually grab. This actually became an important key, right? Because we want to have this one. Okay. Really can push this, right? Right. So the thumb should be right. Let's give it a bit of more of a space. So this shoulder, we really want it to be here. Okay, we are pushing this direction. Maybe here what we can do is still continue to adjust this one a bit more inside. Okay. All right, we just see when we adjust all the finger position, everything becomes very easy to do the in between guys. And now again, we're gonna do the switch between IK and FK. And again, because here, as you can see, there is a little easy in between here. The gap, it's here. So I do feel like that it's the easiest moment to go from IK to FK is this one. And the things that you want to do, again, first of all, you're going to do boom. First of all, just create this one, right? And don't worry about the things that is broken, because we're gonna fix it right now immediately. We're gonna go here. This one is gonna be fully on 0, sorry. And this one, this 3 controller, I'm gonna go matching the previous one. Right, so we're gonna try to do something like that. But first of all, before we continue to refine that part, what I want to do is okay, so first of all, as you can see here, I don't want a lot of movement. Okay, I want very little movement here. Okay. Same things here, we want to keep it stuff over here. We want to keep these things dragging behind. See? And something like that, more or less. Maybe pushing like this already. And we want the body being here. I push it here. This one we can adjust this part over here, and we can push it more. Okay, and we can take a look at the up and down here. All right, and we want to start to adjust this line of action. We want to push it this way. What we want to do, obviously, started to adjust this one. First of all, I'm interested to adjust line of action of the of this, sword, right? That's what I'm really looking for, right? Right, so stay in this position. Okay, we can push it here. We can push this part higher as well. And if we do this one will need to go up. Right? And again, we're still adjusting these things. Right? The head is gonna be in this position. And obviously, guys, as we mentioned, let's go here now and take the other sword. We're gonna move it. And we're gonna do this, try to hold it this way, right? As you can see here, the body here, the elbow is very close to the elbow, right? And so what you're gonna do is this one. I'm mostly interested first in the position of the hand, right? Try to go as close as possible. And now we're gonna adjust this one, right? Because this one is eventually what is gonna need to go through. And if we do everything correctly, it will work eventually, because we just need to adjust this a little bit. First of all, maybe we want to adjust this a bit more, right? This is gonna be a little bit more like this. This is gonna go more like here, right? So this one is supposed to be here. So what we can do is to open, right? Obviously, this is supposed to be here. Right? We can always shift this a little bit behind, doing here, right? Then what we can do, we can go and adjust those fingers a little bit more, right? Okay, and there you go. There we have the pose that we were looking for. Right, guys? And here we don't need anything. Just make sure we set up a key on everything, right? And here you go. We have the first part over here. Boom. Right? It's working fine. And now we're gonna do the second section. Let me save. So what I want to do after observing this, so that's the thing, right? You extract this word really quickly, and then I think that's appropriate, more appropriate, like could be between these two. It's a bit hard to tell what could be better. Maybe here, because there is a bigger gap, it feels like it's going a bit faster, right? And so I think we could do something like this. It's snapping here faster and then decelerating, right? And so first of all, it looked like to me that is rotating, pivoting on his heel and everything, right? Let's see if it's done properly. Yes, it's pivoting on the heel, so everything it works fine. And let's take a look at the trajectory. Right. I think this could be even more here. Okay, we are pushing here a little bit. Okay, I want to adjust this line of action. And hit again. We wanna lean. Okay, when you're turning, you kind of want to lean with this foot, right? And also, I don't like to see the leg in this position. All right, guys. And so I'm gonna actually change it. See, actually here, this is supposed to be a lot faster. My bad for not noticing. And it should raise the heel as well. All right. Okay, and this one it's supposed to be open up here. So see, I'm trying to get rid of this pose where the leg are kind of open symmetrically, right? So I'm trying to get rid of that. So maybe this one we can make it, fake it and make it look straighter. All right, or maybe here something like this, a little bit more behind. So just a bit of testing here. And boom, okay. And adjusting the rotation. Okay, here, maybe pushing here and then pushing down. And here we can push the hip this direction. Right, obviously we wanna adjust the elbow. I want to make sure the adjust the line of action here, right? All the nice things that we do as usual, guys. Right. Now the head, we want to make sure that the head is kind of looking this way, right? Let's see if this one we pushed a bit maybe too much. Okay, we want to have a nice line of action. Yes, that's fine, but we want to make sure it's getting there. All right. Okay, we can push it this. This one we can maybe reducing a little bit. Okay, see here we can already favor this elbow go in this direction. All right. Boom. All right, let's do this other pose over here. Save one more time. Let's take a look at this moment. See again, even here, maybe again I want to have a bit of easy in, right, before striking here. And so this foot should be more here at this point. Maybe a little bit less. And a little bit with less foot roll. This foot instead, it needs to be completely there. Just with a bit of roll here. Okay, just so we can feel it will be placed down. And yeah, I feel like this one needs to be and maybe here we can actually erase okay. This one we can push this direction and maybe here. Right, we want to also reduce this. Maybe here for now we'll keep it bended and then I'll adjust the fit when I go in here. Right. Okay, and now I need to adjust this one. So you need to go here. And also I wanna see what's going on, right? See, I like having a bit of dynamic action. I think it's fun, but maybe I did a bit too much, right? Right, and I like to see it. The reference is a little bit more straight, but I like to exaggerate things a little bit more, right, in terms of line of action. At the end, it's not that we just have to copy everything and so on, right? It's important to take a look at this also from this view. Okay, just to make sure the weight is shifting properly. And what we can do, another one, see here it's, when I have a fast movement here, very fast, see, very nice acceleration here, boom. And see, it's really important the twist here. So here, I want to actually keep it straighter still. Okay, so we're going from here, boom, boom. Maybe not too much down yet. Okay. Right. So these ones can go down. Right. We want to have a nice straight line. Let me see if I need to change the position of the hand here, because now these things start to look broken. And so what we want is something like this. Right? Change this a bit to follow the line. All right? And this obviously a little bit up. And here a little bit lower. And here I feel like my mistake, the head should be, no, a mistake for not catching this properly. So you want kind of have the head in this way, right? But I think something like that. Right? Yeah, my bad for not catching this a little bit early. All right, let's save one more time. All right, and what we're gonna do here, again, really work on the easy in, easy out. Okay. So we're gonna do a key really here. See, you really want to feel like the twist. See, here should be very, very minor. See, very, very little actually. Maybe here. Pushing a bit more. Okay. Very little. All right. Let me see the head if there is anything needs to be adjusted. See, here it can be a little bit lower. All right. And sometimes what I'm doing, guys, is go here and go in proxy just to see how things are. Boom. Okay, just to see a little bit more, a little bit faster. All right, tends to help this kind of stuff. Okay. Let me go back to low. And now what I want to do, this last section. So we went from here to here. Now we are gonna go back, right? Let me say with a different name as well. Okay, so you see like there is going back a little bit, all right? So it's hitting this moment, accelerating. So I feel like I need to find a moment when it's accelerating, right? Which I think is gonna be around this frame, more or less, right? Okay, so there is an acceleration here. And it's important, you see how I think it's going forward a little bit more. So I wanna take this to controller. See, pushing it forward. Here actually at the end it just go back. Maybe not that much. Continue to push, but yeah, a little bit more. Okay. And a bit of rotation here. These things can overshoot back. I really want to push this down. Right? And see, the head here is almost locked. Yes, they're gonna stay here. See how the chest is kind of bouncing back, right? Here, not that much actually. So now that this is done, okay, boom. Yeah, maybe I want to have a little bit of easy in here, okay? Not that much. Instead, I want to have that much movement. And maybe here again, I easy out. Okay guys, we completed this section of blocking plus. As you can see, it took me more or less 45 minutes for this part here. Okay, it's not perfect. I wouldn't say it's the best blocking plus. I didn't spend a lot of time looking at the arc and stuff like that, but I felt like the animation is pretty straightforward. It was quite simple, and definitely, obviously, I'm gonna take a look at those details. During the spline and polish pass. Okay, so definitely it's not that I'm gonna leave them behind, but I think like now we're trying to do things as fast as possible, and I just wanted to show you a very quick pass of blocking plus. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy as usual, and if you have any question, let me know in the comment. See you next time. Ciao, guys.